Hey guys, it's Allie Acid, and today I want to try a recipe that I found in a manga and see if it's any good. So this is an older series. It's called Kitchen Princess, and it's all about baking. Obviously. And she cooks different food throughout the series. And then in the back of the books, they have the little recipes where you can actually make some of the things that she made in the story. I lost interest in the series after there was a plot event, but I held on to the books thinking that one day I would make something out of them, and I think today is the day. So I have about 7 volumes, and I skimmed through all of them to see which was the easiest to make and the ones that already had the most ingredients on hand. So I'm going to try making this here. It's called yogurt bread. I'll put the ingredients and recipes in the description so you can see it yourself if you're interested, but it's, what is this, 4 steps, 5 if you count the baking part. So it should be easy enough, but we'll see. So now, let's get to the kitchen and have at it.
So the ingredients are pretty straightforward. We're going to need flour, baking powder, sugar, salt, milk, and plain yogurt. I've never had plain yogurt before, so I'm interested to see what it kind of tastes like. I didn't even know they made it. And we're just going to mix it all in this big bowl back here, starting with the dry ingredients on this end. I have to sift them. So I will do that, and then we'll jump back into it.
Okay, so step number 1, which was sifting 1.5 cups of flour, a tablespoon of the baking powder, and a teaspoon of salt. All done. Now on to step number 2. So I just had a scoop of this plain yogurt. I don't know about it. I don't really like the taste. Hopefully it tastes better in here. But step 2 is done. I added 1/3 a cup of the plain yogurt, 1/4 a cup of the milk, and I added 1 tablespoon of sugar. So now I'm going to mix this all up nice and good until it becomes like a doughy consistency, which is step number 3. So I'm going to add just a little bit more milk, which the recipe says I can do if it's kind of crumbly, which it is. So I'm just going to do like a skosh, just a teeny tiny bit. Skosh. Alright, I'm going to wash my hands and get in there and start kneading it. That did not go well. I guess I didn't have enough flour on my hands, so it just stuck to my hands. And then I realized that I didn't get the pan ready, so now I'm going to have to get the pan ready, then come back and get it. And put it on. My hands are gonna get all dirty again. I'm gonna end up with half the loaf that I'm supposed to get from this recipe, but it just looks like the dough that you get from Bartucci's, which I guess is technically correct, but I just don't like the consistency. Maybe that's what bread is supposed to feel like, but I just don't like it. So let me get the pan ready and then get this monstrosity into the oven. It's just not going well for my poor little monstrosity here. I tried to make the vent marks, and it didn't go very well. It looks a little nicer now that I've gotten it out of the bowl. I reread the instructions, and apparently I was literally only supposed to use the flour on my hands for when I'm taking it out to move it. Otherwise I was supposed to mix it entirely with just a spatula before that, so whoops. It's still a pretty good size, looking at it, so I should still get a good sized bread. The oven's heated up right now to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And then once that is up to temp, I'll put it in for, I think, 25 to 30 minutes, it said. And we'll see how it goes. So this is what it's supposed to look like. And this is what it looks like. I can't cook. I can't bake. Well, I followed the instructions, but it just looks so pale. I can't broil on this parchment paper. So it's not like I can darken it up at all, but it's just a pale mess. Pale and beige. It smells like bread, so I'm gonna slice it up and give it a taste, and I'll let you know how this works. I'll let you know if it was worth it, basically. So it's a little hard to cut. It's very crispy on the bottom, and it stuck to the wax paper there, so I'm not sure what caused it to stick, because there's yogurt and milk in there. That's the only wet bits. But yeah, so we're gonna try this bit first, which has nothing on it. They said, at least in the book, that's supposed to be a very mild taste and that you can put jam on it, so that's what that is. So that's piece number 2 we're going to see. But here goes number 1. So let's start off with, I will say this is bread. It's an off bread. It's very doughy, but there's nothing off about it that would make me say maybe that's not bread. But yeah, it doesn't really have a taste to it. So let's try with the jelly on it and see how that works. Better with the jelly. Something to cover up the doughiness of bread taste. But I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. Like I said, this was like the easiest recipe I could find in the books. It was literally just mix stuff together and bake. Not even like 5 full steps in total. But it is hopeful. I am very hopeful that keeping those books around for all these years is going to pay off. So yeah, I'm going to enjoy my bread for probably the rest of the week. And maybe I'll try another recipe. Honestly, see if there's another easy one I can find. That's just a quick throw together and mix thing. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. And maybe try a recipe from an anime. See if you like it. I would recommend Kitchen Princess just because it's easy enough stuff to do. And I know there's a bunch of other manga out there that have recipe books. So I don't know, pick one up, try it out. I'll see you next time. Bye.